week's pod, yeah. Let's just start with the Chido thing because and others. Basically, I don't know if you've seen KG. Ruben said earlier on that there's a few illnesses, injury, like one or two. So he's had to promote a couple of youngsters. He said, I don't want to say names, but Chido is one of them.
I don't want to say names. Yeah. I don't want to say names.
No, but he didn't want to say names. He didn't want to say it. Someone else asked him about Chido already, right? Like he was asked about him, like specifically, and I think he was trying to say, "Hey, there's other players in there, but I'm dealing with some illness and that." I find it interesting because this one caused a big debate on my channel the other day, and I didn't understand
whether we should look to him or not.
We should play him. I was like, and the answers from the
debate.
It's a debate.
Yeah, of course it is. What, you don't think it's a debate? You think it's just easy 100% playing?
No, I thought a couple minutes here and there, 10 minutes, like give him a go, have a look. I didn't think my thing is not to say promote him, but to say like to not put him in, to not have him involved is like people would be against it. Didn't make sense to me. Like I was like, this is what this club does. We play young players and see what happens, But then everyone's talking about the environment and how toxic it can be and trying to safeguard him and protect him from that. While I hear that environment ain't changing. We're not going to become better fans next season, or there's going to be less pressure next season. There is no good time.
Well, it might be. You never know.
Or why? How? Or what's going to happen at this club?
Well, I think in fairness, I think the devil's advocate point of view is that we know what this season is. This season is a write-off, particularly domestically in the league, which is where you think he'd play. You don't think he's going to be in Europa League knockout phase, probably, or on the FA Cup. So most likely be in the league. And if we're losing games, and we've seen what our fans can be like when we look at Garnacho, Cobby, and other young players that come through, is it necessarily good man management to put him in that and basically the narrative quickly become, nah, shit, why? We didn't score today, so he's not good enough. When more senior strikers are also not scoring in this team,
and they're not even senior
we're already saying that they're rubbish too. So what would necessarily happen? Is it fair to put a 17-year-old in there? And then the pushback to that becomes, wow, and this is nonsense. When people go, but yeah, Lamine Yamal at Barcelona, he just won the Euro.
Oh my!
They go. Pele won the World Cup at 17. You go, oh, all right, we've got Pele. That's the barometer. We're judging every young player. Yeah, we're judging every young player against some of the greatest young players ever. Pele, Wayne Rooney. What was Messi doing at 18? What's Lamine Yamal doing? You go, well, I don't think anyone in this team's going to be like, oh, they won the Euros at 16 or 17, are they? So let's just park that when we have that conversation. It's so extreme.
This is why it doesn't make sense, because I'm like, you can put this player in to just have all the manager's doing is having a look. How many times have we played? There you go. How many times have we played a young player, been promoted, and gone back to the youth, and he still played for the under 21s? It's not something that's unheard of, unless if he's like brilliant and he just doesn't need to play under 21 football ever again. We can understand that, but there's people that have gone in between both teams for just a lot more minutes in football. So I don't.
Well, it used to happen. It used to happen with Chong. It used to happen with Hannibal. It used to happen with James Garner when we wanted him to get minutes and stuff. It happened with Shola Shoretore as well. He got a couple of minutes for us here and there. Like happened with Angel Gomez. It happened. Didn't
it happen with like Cobby? And this is before he got injured. When it was like he'd be on the bench, and then it'd be like, oh, he's not going to be on the bench today. Why? Well, because the under-23 just played, and he's involved in that actually today. Yeah. I mean, because I think again it goes back to when people say, oh, involve Chido, I think people are thinking, oh, like start him against Spurs. And it's like, well, not necessarily. No. It's saying like, actually, would it be a benefit to have him on the bench? Would it be a benefit for him to be like, if you got 10 minutes left, maybe bring him on if you want no doubt, or just regularly train. Is it? That's
what I was going to say. But having said all of this now, it's happened. After all of the debate through the week,
so happy
he's been training with the squad. Now we don't know if he's part of the traveling matchday squad. That is a different question. We We also don't know, because obviously they haven't travelled to London yet. And also we don't know, because they'll have training tomorrow too. We also don't know who's the players that are ill / missing out. If the bloody players that have got a cold and illness happen to be Rasmus and Xerxes, and there's no recognised strike. Well, yeah, but I mean on the bench though, it changes things.
Yeah.
Because like you said, Kobe will probably be out front, or Garnacho, or it won't be Chido. Will never start, or Bruno. No. Exactly. So
don't say that. You never know. You just don't say that. You can't, bro. I'm telling you now, we don't know what kind of injuries we have. You just don't know. That's all. That's the.
How many Kev coins? How many Kev coins would you put in Chido starting?
Absolutely.
On Sunday, KG.
5.
How many Kev coins? 5 Kev coins. That's still a lot.
50. That's what I'm saying. I got 5 out of possible 50. But you have to look at this.
More than I expected, KG.
Oh man,
10% of your Kev coins.
Nah, I'm saying right now, you actually don't know who's injured. And he's done the Kobe exercise, which didn't really work, and Kobe just wanted to go and be deeper. And I just don't know how, because everyone can revise how they feel about it. Just imagine he does go Kobe and he has Chido on the bench. Are people gonna say again, similar to the Dorgu one, you have someone that's actually a qualified left back playing on the right? Why you got a striker? Yes, he's a kid, but he's a striker. You should have played that one instead of said midfielder. Are you with me? I don't know if.
Yeah, but we were saying starting. I just said starting. By the way, KG, you said 10% of your Kev coins on Chido starting.
Yeah, he's never.
Yeah, so if there's injuries, so I'm saying that other possible.
And Flex is going 0%. He's saying absolutely 0%.
0%. I'd say, like, even if there was mad injuries, they would put bloody. Or every single
you can't guarantee it. Is what I'm saying. There's no guarantee that you're right. Is what I'm saying until we see it.
I think you can guarantee he's not going to start on Sunday.
If he does,
no. You can't. I tell you what, KG's operating in the thing of like. There is always a chance.
You can't guarantee the game's not going to get called off on Sunday because you never know.
We're going, look, the game's on. The game's on. It's 100% on. Yeah, but there could be travel issues going in, and they have to shut the whole thing off. So he's saying there is a you don't.
It's a variable.
That's fair. So
and I don't know who's in it. He didn't give us the names. He didn't give us the names. If you see that kid traveling, does that percentage go up? If you see Chido traveling and you don't see like Xerxes and Rasmus, does that percentage go up for you guys? How many Kev coins you put down?
That's literally what I was just saying about like if the two illnesses and fitnesses is Xerxes and thing. I don't think it goes up that he starts, but it goes up that he's involved.
Involved, yeah. But we're talking starting here because again, I'd be looking at illnesses.
For us.
I'd be looking at illnesses for Rasmus, Xerxes, Bruno, Kobe, Garnacho, Ahmad. What kind of? And your point is, you never know. A dodgy lasagna the night before or something like that. Maybe.
We've seen teams go down with lasagna.
Oh no, Spurs against West Ham.
Lasagna affect a lot of teams.
Missed out on top 4 they did for that, mate.
Yeah, and can you imagine it went all down to cheeky lasagna.
Yeah, that London lasagna. Okay.
Lasagna gate for Obi to start. Nah, chill.
I think but on a serious note, lasagna. That's a joke. That's allegedly.
Yeah.
It hasn't come here for this.
We're inevitably going to get the comments going. Yeah, going. Oh, I enjoyed it until other stuff happened. I skipped all of it. Immediately unsubscribe. I'm leaving.
Yeah. So sorry, Pete.
See you tomorrow. Unsubscribe. Still subscribe.
But Chido is in the team. He's in the team. Sorry, he's training with the team.
And that's a good training. And you know what I'd hope? Even that's never going to happen. Well, let's fix up as fans then. Because the biggest issue for us not to play him is because the fans will have a tizzy and call him shit. Well, maybe as fans, if we change our behavior a little bit, that could be easier. Because all I hear is not the player, not the manager. The fans are going to be the issue with this player if he gets in because they're going to put too much pressure.
I don't know. There are some people. There are some people saying legitimately he's 17. This is men's football. This is the Premier League. Like legitimately, he might not be ready. And if Ruben Amorim doesn't think he's ready, they see him. They see him way more than we do. And I cannot profess that I watch every single academy game. No, like most people, I just see on social media when he scores goals, and I watch the clips and I go, "Bloody hell, he's scoring goals. We need goals." But maybe that's not an accurate representation of if he's ready or not. And because he could have
trained with the first team and been absolutely rinsed, can't get a kick, can't do nothing. They go, not ready yet.
Yeah,
it's almost like, you know what I mean? You're training him up to be something.
We try to, but we compare it to all it is we need to, anyone that does come in, we hope that just can hold the ball up a little bit better than what we've been doing recently.